What's up, family? Welcome to another episode of the Israel Wake Up Call. I'm your brother, Mike Maliss. And family, it has been quite some time since we have done an Israel Wake Up Call. So, I'm glad to be back, and to you, welcome back. Now, we're going to jump right into this one here, family, because as y'all already know, when I saw this, I was like, what the hell? And y'all already know that I had to come and talk to y'all about this. Now, many of you have already seen it, but just for the sake of it, I am going to show this video in its entirety, and then we are going to have a full-fledged discussion about it afterwards. All right? So without any further ado, family, here we go.
Look, y'all. Every fucking day, my baby daddy come here with one fucking meal for my child. But I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing of McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids McDonald's though? Like, that's bogus as hell. Like, you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there he go, and I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet you he don't even. I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kids?
What about your other kids?
Okay, but them your kids' siblings though.
What are you talking about? What are you mad
Them
about?
my kids, them your kids' siblings though.
So what you?
So my other kids finna be left out.
You didn't feed them?
You know I don't give my food stamps to the 7.
Lisa, how is that my problem?
But if you're trying to help out though, you're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help him. I'm trying to help my son.
But how are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings?
Lisa,
them are his siblings
Lisa,
though.
He
not finna eat in front of all his other siblings, and they're not eating on McDonald's. Why do I gotta put?
Bring him out to the car. I'll let him eat
No. He's not finna eat that shit at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
Lisa, so you telling me that I gotta bring my son food? I gotta bring your kids food too now?
Yes.
You sound dumb.
How is that shit dumb? You sound dumb. You sound dumb.
Where are they daddies at? Nobody told you to talk to them other. You had them other kids. Them your responsibility. They're not my responsibility.
Okay, but if you're gonna bring one, you need to bring it for all.
Lisa,
how do that shit look that I'm letting one child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's?
So
you know I get food stamps on the 11th.
That ain't 3 kids that ain't mine. 3 kids that ain't mine. What
Yeah,
like?
they're his siblings. You knew what you was getting into when you had a baby with me.
No, the I did.
Yes, you did.
You expect me to take care of all the kids? They're not my kids.
Okay, but you still had a baby with me who have kids with other people. I still have other kids.
Why are you recording me?
Because I'm exposing. Everybody think you such a motherfucking good daddy.
I am a good daddy.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're full of shit in this bullshit. You only come here with one fucking piece of food for one child.
The child that's mine, silly.
No, that's dumb that you can't feed the other kids. Don't feed nobody at all. Then he can't take that shit. He can't eat it.
Maybe if you had 1 or 2, I can maybe. You got it's 3 extra kids. What the? You all like going to my motherfucking account, spending money on all those kids. Them not my kids.
Them are your kids' siblings, though. Dumb.
So that's what you gonna go with. That's the one you gonna.
Those are your fucking kids' siblings.
They're my. So that means
yeah.
I take care of them.
So don't. No, I didn't say you have to take care of them. You can bring them something to eat if you bring one something to eat.
I bring them food every other day. What do you mean?
Exactly, but you don't never bring food for the other ones.
Lisa,
you know I get my food stamps on the 11th.
Your babies.
Okay, but I'm saying we share the same kids as well.
Absolutely. So if you want to, if you feel the way about him eating, take him in the room and let him.
I'm not taking my kid in the room.
Send him down to the car. He ain't got to eat in front of his brothers and sisters. He can come right out to the car and eat with me.
No. You know what? Fine. Give it here.
Thank you.
Give it here. Give it here. Give it here. Dumb. He ain't eating this. Fuck you.
Why would you just do that?
Because you ain't bringing up for all the other kids. You stupid. Selfishness is a like you're dumb as hell. You're dumb as hell. He not finna eat that shit. Dumb.
Take care of him anyway.
Dumb. He not finna do that. If you can't do it for all, don't do it for none of them. Bye, stupid.
Y'all got me fucked up. I just want to say y'all got me fucked up. Don't talk about how I look right now. But yeah, so basically, if this video make its rounds, I'll let y'all know what's up.
So the whole world is basically bashing me right now because I'm the baby mama who was upset at her baby daddy because he only decided to give his child McDonald's and not the rest of my other 3 kids. I have 4 kids. You knew the situation when you dated me. Our child is the youngest child. So keep that in mind before y'all make me the villain. That means all my other kids knew him. He was buying the McDonald's when we were together. My kids have to go through a transition of our breakup as well. Like, yeah, me and you broke up, but my kids got to feel it too. So now my kids have to see only one of their siblings get McDonald's and not the rest of them. And they know it's coming from you because, of course, like me and you used to be together. They used to see you. You used to do it for them. But now you don't want to do that for them anymore. Like, to me, that's petty. That's petty. Like, it's not fair. Like, you're not finna give one child McDonald's and not all the other kids McDonald's. Like, I'm not going. And then on top of that, you mean to tell me you can dib and dab and want to do it sometimes, but yet you can't feed all my other kids McDonald's, though? That's what you mean to tell me? Like, I'm not going for that. I'm going to stand on what I said, and I don't care what everybody else have to say about it. Y'all could judge me. Oh, well, I could be the villain, but I said what I said. Like, if you can't bring everybody McDonald's, then can't nobody have McDonald's then. Period.
I already know that there are so many different opinions and so much commentary that many of you have. But please allow me to offer mine. And I'm letting y'all know right now, you know, for one, I'm talking as your brother tonight. We're having this family discussion, all right? This is sitting around the barbecue pit. We are sitting around the grill having this discussion. Let me tell you something right now. That skanky, trash-ass, ratchet devil of a woman got her just desserts. And she did. I want to applaud that brother. I want to applaud that man for not feeding those other children. And I already know so many of you think, oh, Mike, that is so harsh. No, it's not. And do you know why? Because those other children are not his responsibility. That is the bottom line to that situation. The bottom line. Now, let's just say if the man was to do it. Let's just say if that brother was to go ahead and bring her 3 of the children food. Okay, that would have been nice. That would have been a very nice gesture. But he is not obligated to do that. And he's not. And this man made a decision. And he already, you can see he had that all throughout his system. He was like, I'm not feeding them other kids. Nor should he. And I already know right now, there are so many sisters out here who are mad about what I'm saying. Let me tell you, you can go ahead and unsubscribe right now. Go about your business, because if you agree with that female, then you are just as ratchet and disgusting as she is. And that's the 100% absolute truth. This woman, I'm not even going to give her the benefit of calling her a sister. This woman, this evil devil woman, she said she was going to record this man to expose him. But let me tell you what she did expose him on. She, number 1, exposed him for being a good father. And number 2, she exposed this man for having good sense. He's not an idiot. And he is absolutely correct. Those children are her responsibility and those other children's father's responsibility. And once again, like I said, if he wanted to bring them something to eat as a good gesture, there would have been absolutely nothing wrong with that. But being that he said he was coming there to feed his child, his son, his. And you could already tell with that sister. Well, there he goes. Good, she got a sister. You can tell with that woman there that that's her game. She runs game. So I can only imagine how the other baby fathers are. I can only imagine. But for her to say the things that she said to this man, for her to take the food and throw it on the floor, being that that man traveled from wherever he was coming to make sure that his son was fed, it shows that she has absolutely no regard for her child. None whatsoever. None. Foolish, cantankerous, dumb ass woman. And that is not all of our sisters. It's not. It's some. But there's many like her. And I'm going to tell you, brothers, again, y'all better be very, very careful and smart and articulate in regards to the women that you choose to be in your life. We had this discussion not that long ago. Y'all better be careful about these sisters. I'm telling you, man. Woohoo! I would have lost it when she threw that food on the floor. Because it had nothing to do with the money. It had to do with her regard for the child. That bothered me a lot. Those other children are not his responsibility. They're not. And she tried her hardest. She tried her best to argue that point. And it's like, no, you can't. You can't. He laid with you. He made the one child. And this man came from wherever he came from to feed his child. And that is an absolute crying shame that she did what she did. And do you know why? Because it's selfishness. And do you know how it's selfishness? Because she didn't get what she wanted, so now the child had to suffer. That child didn't get anything to eat. Now, I'm going to tell y'all how it used to be for me and my brothers when we was growing up, when we was having hard times and whatnot. If a burger came in the house, it was split in three. Sure was, it was split in three. And them fries were split in three too. Absolutely. My family don't come from money. We struggled just like everybody else. And we made the best of what we had. So she took that resource and just absolutely just idiot. Dumb, ratchet whore. And that's exactly what she is. I don't care what you think. Now let's look at this scenario. Imagine if that was the absolute last that brother had. And he spent the last of his money to be able to feed his child. What if he did not have the financial capability to take care of the other children and feed them? Oh, but I forgot though. They're not his obligation. Now, for some of you sisters, because I know it's boiling inside of you because you hate what I'm saying. What if, because I'm going to snatch your weave out right now. What if that was your man and that woman pulled that with your man? And now you have a child with this man now. You know good and damn well, you would not be trying to hear it, and you know it. You know it. You see, it's all about circumstances, all about position. And if you was on the side of the position that he was on, you know you would have showed your ass, and you know it. You would have been going and snatching weave out yourself. You would have went over there, and you would have probably wore her ass out, and you know it. That's why I'm trying to tell you, brothers, I'm going to say this again. You kings, y'all better be careful about the women that y'all laying down with. You better be careful. You better think before you spray that pink. Because that right there, that woman, that man, and that woman, they have a tie forever. Until death. I'm sorry, I don't want a woman like that in my life. I don't want a woman like that anywhere near me. I'm sorry. And this is one of those situations where this is a ratchet female. And of course, this is what goes all over social media because that's the portrayal of our sisters that they want out there. Think about how many Edomites have watched that. Think about how many other nations have seen that and they're looking at the absolute deplorable black woman. And that's the image that it is. And she put that out there. She did that. She has no shame. She is disgusting. She has absolutely no shame whatsoever. And I am still, I'm mad as hell at what she did with that food and did not allow her child to eat. That was horrible. And it was. And it just goes to show you her disgusting, disdain character. And unfortunately, there's many of you with that same spirit on you. And you need to get rid of it. And once again, for you kings that are out there taking care of your children, you're a good man. And don't let anybody tell you any differently. Yes, that is your obligation. Yes, that is what you are supposed to do. But there are so many men that don't. There are so many of our brothers that don't take care of their children. They don't have a damn thing to do with them. Nothing. And here you have this king under these circumstances that's over there trying to take care and feed his child, and she takes it and throws it on the floor. Wasting his money and also a meal for her child. It just goes to show you that that child is not the favored. You think about that, did you? Now, on top of that, let's look at another scenario. Let's just say this was a marriage, okay? If this man was married to that woman and he only bought something for his child, horrible. Because when you have these blended families, right? When you are incorporated with that woman, you are also incorporated with them children as well. You feed those children. I don't believe in that stepbrother, stepsister, stepmother, stepfather nonsense. I don't believe in that. If I happen to become a part of an extended family, those children are mine. And I'm going to treat them like mine. They may not be biologically mine. But remember, this is a different circumstance. This is a marriage. And not some unfortunate layup. A nut that he busted that he regrets to this very day. Trust me. I'm telling you. Y'all better be careful. And for you sisters, y'all better be careful about the men that you're dealing with, because you may not have gotten a man like that. You could have gotten a man who was like, I don't give a damn whether or not if he eats. I don't give a damn about if your other children eat. I don't give a damn about if you eat. And there's men like that. But there's one brother, he took care of his child. And I am glad that he did. And he set a precedent for everybody to see, because just because a woman has other children does not mean that it is a responsibility of other men to take care of her other children. No, it doesn't. It does not. That means that she should make more responsible choices about having so many niggas run up in her, nut in her, and give her children. And that's the bottom line to it. And yes, I'm coming raw with it. That's exactly what it is. All that has to stop. You see, this is where the institution of marriage comes in. This is where the Most High says, prove the person first. Prove them before you take them into your life, into your home, into your environment, into your atmosphere. Prove the person first. Prove them. Prove them first. Because if this man would have proved her, he would not have laid with her. And that is a mistake that many of us make. And oh, goodness gracious, we make the mistakes. And then these children come. And then the child is looked at as a regret. And they didn't ask for that. They didn't. They did not ask for that at all. You know, so there's so many different levels and so many different variables that we have to look at this when it comes to raising ours. We got to do things right, family, and we do. We have to do things right. And the only way that we can do things right is if we follow the scriptures. There's no other way. There's no other way. None whatsoever. So, family, that was my babble for this particular situation here. And again, if you are upset by what I said, bye-bye. Go about your business. Because if you agree with anything that female said, I want nothing to do with you. Because she was a ratchet, disgusting, cantankerous devil of a woman. And hopefully she changes. And once again, I just want to do this. I want to applaud that brother for what he did. He took care of his. He took care of his child. And I'm glad that that is circulating, because a lot of brothers need to see and understand that those other children are not your responsibility. And do not allow an evil, cantankerous woman to try to convince you that it's your responsibility. Let those other children's fathers get up and do what they're supposed to do. Let them do what they're supposed to do. It's their responsibility, not yours. And you kings, make better choices. Stop. Think. before you bring one of these women into your life. As Israel, we all must do what the Father says. And we do it without hesitation. All right? And with that being said, Israel, I love you.